Well, imagine that, I won the most important fight of my life. I did everything I had to do to get my hand raised, and I knew that I had to finish the fight no matter what.
You've been working towards this moment for a long time. I guess, how did you feel going in tonight? Did it feel as you expected? More nerves than usual? What was it like?
Honestly, I was super excited. I was super happy. Like I said before, I dreamed with this moment like 3 months, I guess. Like every single night I was dreaming the way I walked into the octagon, the way I was fighting, and at the end, getting my hand raised and the belts.
You won the opening round, and then she made some adjustments, and she won the next two. I'm just curious how you felt the flow of the fight was going. Did it feel like it was slipping away, maybe, or did you feel competitive? Like, how did it feel there?
Yeah, well, when I realized that I was touching her with my hands, she changed the strategy. She was taking me to the ground. She's so fast, I was not able to defend. But when I was on the ground, I always told myself, you have to go up again and again and again, and you won't stop until you get up. And that's what I did. In the fourth round, my coaches told me, like, lower your level like a little bit, and I was able to defend better. And yeah, I was just hoping that she was doing the spin, and it happened like Jojo thing. I knew that it was able, and it was easier to take the back on that moment, so I was just waiting for the perfect opportunity.
Yeah, and the back take was incredible. It's we call you a boxer, right? We always talk about your boxing. Is there something especially satisfying about winning the title with a submission?
Well, it feels great. I've been improving my jiu-jitsu for so long, like as you can notice, and this means a lot to me. Now I'm finishing fights, which is amazing. It's truly amazing. I truly want to finish my fights now, and I'm getting more mature. I'm getting better as a fighter, and I'm showing that.
And last thing for me, we don't know what your next fight will be, what your first defense will be, but Valentina says she wants a rematch. Do you want a rematch so that you can prove, like, I can do this twice, or is it do you care if you fight her again or not?
Of course, she was so dominant in the division. Of course, we can do this again.
Alexa, right here. That spin, when you saw her go for that spinning attack and you pounced on it, was that a technique you knew or an opening you saw? Because I remember at media day you said you could see some of her weaknesses, but you didn't want to get specific. Is that one of the ones you had noticed in preparation?
Well, we knew that she was going to spin, and like I said, it was easier to take the back from that position, so I was just waiting for that moment.
You are, of course, the first Mexican women champion in UFC history. So what does it feel like for that in history?
Well, imagine that. I was born, raised, and trained 100% in Mexico all my life. When we started, we were used to be told, like, no, you will never achieve it, you will never have a belt, you will never make it to the UFC. But man, we were working really hard. I have an amazing team behind me. This is my family, my uncle, my dad, my coaches. All my teammates now, we are fighting 5 rounds. We have a lot of talent in my gym, and I'm so proud of that.
And when Brandon won his belt, he became a superstar in Mexico. His life changed. He can't walk around without being recognized. Are you prepared for a life like that, where when you go out in Mexico, now everyone is going to know who you are?
Well, it happens like pretty often, and I'm happy that people can recognize me. I always like that people know about me for my dedication, my work, and now for being a champion. Imagine that. It's great.
And final one for me, Dana says he now has to look really hard in Mexico again because you have 3 champions, and Iranez might have a fight coming up soon too. Are you hoping your first title defense, possibly the rematch, could be in Mexico City?
Well, that will be amazing.